Rise and shine, Johnny Gonzalez, aka Upside Down Consciousness, coming to you live from Home Sweet Home, Training Layer Gym, at McDermott X in Lindsay, California. Good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. Today, very important topic. Woke up this morning, was leaving my complex, and I seen these two kids walking to school, and in the kid's hands was a roll-up Sour Straw Patch Kids. In his pocket he had another pack of candy. In his other hand he had a bag of chips. 7 o'clock in the morning, and these kids are consuming these types of foods. How is that acceptable? This is a major topic of discussion that is a sensitive one at that, but I feel the need to address it because of the fact that no one else is going to. Day to day, we see kids consuming these foods both at home, at school, on their leisure time, and there's not any, what's the word I'm looking for? There's not any repercussions for doing these sins. And we, as adults, see a kid drinking a big old 40 ounce of root beer or slushy and find it to be normal. So where's the thin line? Where's that line that says, hey, this is not acceptable. Hey, you can't be doing this. And at the same time, where are the parents at in this to guide and direct them to not be able to indulge themselves like this? So we have a special guest today that's going to talk a little more about this, because we have our own inputs on this topic, and sometimes it's best to hear it from others, because this message is big. It's not just something that I woke up and decided, hey, let's make videos about stuff like this. It's far more in depth than that, and our society needs a big wake-up call, and in order for that to happen, it has to take place with change in ourselves, change in our kids, change in our culture. But if we don't do anything about it and we just turn our heads like the majority of us do, what's going to ultimately happen? So coming to you live from the Training Layer Gym, Mr. Anthony Gonzalez. Good morning, mangoes today.
This morning, my brother walked in. He told me what he saw, and I said that shit's funny, because with a few minutes prior to that, I just posted up on my Instagram. I wrote on our board some fun facts / tips, and one of them was concerning towards kids. The first one was about Americans, and about 7.57 out of 10 Americans are overweight or obese. It's a fact. It's not made up. It's not some Disney movie. This is fun facts right there. On the flip side, only 36% out of the 7 think that they're overweight. The rest of them, they're just like, whatever. They think that they're not. They're fine. But the best one of them all is what gets me the most, because me as a father, as well as my brother, is 1 out of 3. It's actually like 1.2 out of 3 kids are overweight or obese. It's almost half, almost 50% of kids, youth are overweight. And like I said, my brother walked in and told me what he saw, and I said, dude, that shit's so funny, and we're like, that's child abuse. And many people don't think it's child abuse because it's socially acceptable. They think it's perfectly fine. They think it's natural. And is it necessarily the parent's fault? it's a double-edged sword. In a small aspect, it is, and at the same time, it's really not, because society and environment has programmed all of us to come together to purchase these things and promote these products and to consume them.
It says like the abnormal is now the normal.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And like my brother said in his videos, and we grew up that way. We grew up thinking that, it was okay for us in a way, because look where we're at now. So, but I know for a damn fact that these kids now are they're going to suffer severely more than we suffered, because they have their nutrient base level is completely shot out. There is no more fruit and vegetables at all. That shit is replaced by a kiwi strawberry drink drenched in sugar, and they make it seem that it's natural flavors, and it's just an epidemic, and most people don't want to wake up, and it's our duty. It's a roles that we take on. We get a lot of shit from family members, friends, from whoever we're surrounded by. They like to point our finger, and they become health experts with their gut hanging over their pants and with their chubby kids walking around. And it sounds harsh, but it's not, because it's a fact. This isn't just things I'm making up. See, they're a joke. This isn't things that I'm just making up to
Bash
get humor,
anyone,
to bash anyone, to call anyone out, because it's true. And the truth is there's unhealthy kids everywhere. There's unhealthy adults everywhere. And it's sad, because we're looked at as we get the criticism, we get the shit talking the most. If anything, we get more from it than most overweight people do. We get the shit for being in shape. Us being in shape or choosing different foods, we get it, and it's sad. But how to stop it, how to prevent it, how to help it, it starts with you watching it. You're watching this video, you can sit here and just take the information and do absolutely nothing with it, or you can just start applying certain tips. And one tip that really helps me and with my girls is every morning, no matter what, we break our fast, or we wake up, we break our first thing we do is we have fruit, no matter what. The first thing we do before we eat anything else. If you want to still eat your bullshit, eat it, but at least eat fruit first. And the science behind it is amazing. Just to have fruit before as your first meal. So having fruit as your first meal is huge, because most people don't even eat fruit. Most people look at fruit as some type of sugary poison, but when realistically it's nature's gift to us. It's our gift from the heavenly man above, and he's provided us with that. And it's so simple. Not a bowl of cereal, fruit. Parents, whoever your brothers, sisters, chop up a crap load of fruit and line it all up for them. Get them used to it. And kids that don't like to consume that, isn't because it's gross, isn't because they just don't like it, it's because they've been programmed not to like it. And they don't just wake up and decide, I hate fruit. My little 8-month-old daughter eats whatever I give to her. It doesn't matter what it is. But obviously the food choices are 100% good, but she enjoys all of them. So, like I said, we're programmed from birth, and we just carry it, and we either poison ourselves, we deteriorate ourselves, or we're rejuvenating, growing, and evolving. But that's just how I see it.
That's such an important idea to understand, is that most of this comes from learned behavior. And in order for the collective to change, we need to unlearn a lot of information and relearn this new information. Now, he mentioned something about people criticize the people that are actually trying to be healthy. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this when you make the effort to try and be a little healthier, take a little better care of yourself. You have the naysayers on the outside trying to bring you back down, trying to dim your light. And that's something that has to change, but at the same time, you have to gain a lot of inner strength to be able to take that criticism and continue moving forward. So we'll touch more on this a little bit later. For now, enjoy, have a great day, and we'll be seeing you guys.